Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I want to do a paper squishy for you and I chose this little cupcake. So to start off with, what you want to do is just draw out your cupcake onto a white piece of A4 paper. To do this I am using the Crayola super tip markers, and I actually got these from Amazon. A lot of people ask, I do always leave them in the description, but some people obviously don't read that. But yeah, that's the markers that I use. It's the Crayola super tips. So I started off with this like purpley lilac colour and just kind of drew out the rough cupcake base shape with some lines down it, and then through each shape like section I kind of just coloured it in and really focused on making those lines prominent to kind of give it a bit more dimension. And I also went in and did a little bit of shading along the bottom to kind of help it out with the 3D like effect. What I then did was took a pale pink and just kind of drew an oval shape on either side, and then drew an icing squiggle joining up the pink bit to make it look like the green was the icing on the cupcake's head. So what I then did was went back in with the same pink colour and just coloured in the whole of the top of the cupcake in that pink colour. Now you can do this in whatever colour that you want, but I want to do mine in purple, pink and mint, as these are my three favourite colours and I think together they make a really kawaii effect. So next, taking a black Sharpie pen, I just drew out a little face and I just coloured in the eyes with this pen also. And then I went in with my white Posca pen as usual and just added a little bit of detail on, going all the way around the icing bits to add a little bit more dimension and adding some highlight to the eyes. I also added a little bit of white details throughout the bottom bit just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, again like I said just previously. With a slightly darker pink I also added some blush either side of the eyes, and again with my white Posca pen I added some little sprinkles on top of the icing as I felt it looked a little tiny bit plain. What I then did was just cut out this shape once I was completely happy, and just, yeah, like I said, cut out the shape and cut all the white paper off it and just rounded out the edges. I then popped the cupcake down on another white piece of paper and just taped this down. I made sure the tape was slightly longer than the shape so that it would stick to the other piece of paper, and then I just cut around this loosely. What I then did was cut around the whole shape again, but leaving the bottom of the cupcake base, and this was so that the two pieces would just stay attached. What I then did was took loads of little snips of sellotape and just popped them on the edge of each of the lines. I then went ahead and just made little slits and then kind of folded over each little bit that I'd kind of cut of the tape, and I always do it this way to get a really neater finish, as if you just kind of like bend it around you will get some corners of tape and it will look a little bit messy. So basically I just did this all the way until I reached the bottom, and then I just cut off that bottom bit which had the excess still attached. I then went ahead and stuffed the first part of my squishy with toy stuffing, which is just polyester filling used to kind of stuff soft toys. And then what I did was took a bowl of offcuts, which just offcuts of foam and sponge and all sorts that I've had left over from making other squishies, and just stuffed this inside also. You don't have to use this, but as I had it all already around, I just wanted to use up what I already have. So you can use toy stuffing, shredded bags, paper, tissue paper, cotton balls I've seen some people do, just whatever works for you and whatever you have around. This is just a really good way of kind of using up bits that you have around and just putting them to a different use really. So once this was done and I taped up the rest, it was all then complete. So I'm super happy with how this turned out. It has turned out really nicely rising. I think that's just from the mixture of the three things that I used, which was car wash sponge, memory foam and some toy stuffing, all kind of mixed up in that bowl that you've seen. I didn't cut this specifically, I just had it all left over, so it would just be a waste to throw it in the bin. I'm really happy with my design. I think it looks so super cute. And just before I go, I want to say a huge thank you for 33,000 subscribers. Like, that in my mind is just unreal. This weekend has been so crazy. Like, I gained almost 15,000 subscribers over the weekend. Isn't that insane? Like, honestly, I can't believe it, and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much if you clicked that button. I'll be back tomorrow with another DIY as usual. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!